Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival history. On November 5, 1993, Pearl Jam performed for almost 25,000 fans at the Empire Polo Club in Indio, California. The site was selected because the band refused to play in Los Angeles as a result of a dispute with Ticketmaster over service charges applied to ticket purchases. The show established the Polo Club's suitability for large-scale events. Paul Tollett, whose concert promotion company Golden Voice booked the venue for Pearl Jam, said the concert sowed the seeds for an eventual music festival there. Around 1997, Golden Voice was struggling to book concerts against larger companies, and they were unable to offer guarantees as high as their competitors, such as SFX Entertainment. Tollett said, "We were getting our ass kicked financially. We were losing a lot of fans. And we couldn't compete with the money." As a result, the idea of a music festival was conceived, and Tollett began to brainstorm ideas for one with multiple venues. His intent was to book trendy artists who were not necessarily chart successes. Maybe if you put a bunch of them together, that might be a magnet for a lot of people. While attending the 1997 Glastonbury Festival, Tollett handed out pamphlets to artists and talent managers that featured pictures of the Empire Polo Club and pitched a possible festival there. In contrast to the frequently muddy conditions at Glastonbury caused by rain, he recalled, "We had this pamphlet showing sunny Coachella. Everyone was laughing." After scouting several sites for their festival, Tollett and Golden Voice co-president Rick Van Santen returned to the Empire Polo Club during the Big Gig Festival in 1998. Impressed by the location's suitability for a festival, they decided to book their event there. The promoters had hoped to stage the inaugural Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in 1998 but were not able to until the following year. Coachella's announcement and ticket sales came just 1 week after the conclusion of Woodstock '99, a festival in July 1999 that was marred by looting, arson, violence, and rapes. Golden Voice's insurance costs increased 40% as a result, and the company faced uncertainty regarding Coachella's tickets. Organizers were already aiming to provide a high-comfort festival experience for Coachella but rededicated themselves to those efforts after Woodstock '99. Advertisements boasted free water fountains, ample restrooms, and misting tents. Retrospectively, Tollett called the decision to announce a new festival just 2 months prior to staging it financial suicide. 1999, 2001 to 2002. On October 9–10, 1999, the inaugural Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival was held. Headlining the event were Beck, The Chemical Brothers, Tool, Morrissey, and Rage Against the Machine. Other acts included Jurassic 5 and Underworld. Originally, promoters had hoped to make the event 3 days, Friday to Sunday, and even considered the UK band Massive Attack as the third-day headliner. The organizers strive to recreate European music festivals with small crowds in a great setting with plenty of turntables. By booking acts based on artistry rather than radio popularity, Coachella earned the title of the anti-Woodstock. Tickets sold for $50 for each day, about 17,000 tickets sold for the first day, and 20,000 for the second, falling short of the overall attendance goal of 70,000. Attendees were offered free parking and a free bottle of water upon entrance. The event went smoothly, with the well-behaved crowd starkly contrasting with the violence that plagued Woodstock '99. The biggest challenges to Coachella concertgoers were temperatures exceeding 100 degrees Fahrenheit and the decisions of which of the 80-plus acts to attend. The festival was well regarded among attendees and critics. Pollstar named it Festival of the Year, and Robert Hilburn of the Los Angeles Times said that it laid the foundation for what someday may be a legacy of its own. However, Golden Voice lost $850,000 on the undertaking, forcing the promoter, in Tollett's words, to struggle for almost 2 years to survive as a company. Prominent acts like Rage Against the Machine, Tool, and Beck agreed to receive deferred compensation. Golden Voice reserved tentative dates for October 2000 to reprise the festival, but ultimately cancelled for that year. Tollett blamed it on the oversaturation of music festivals in Southern California. The electronic dance music festival Nocturnal Wonderland filled the void at the Empire Polo Club, taking place in September 2000. Golden Voice opted to bring Coachella back in April 2001 in an attempt to beat the heat. Ticket prices were raised to $65. Organizers encountered difficulty booking acts for the festival, and due to available talent, were forced to shorten the festival to a single day. Issues with securing a headliner threatened to doom the event until Perry Farrell agreed to bring his reunited group Jane's Addiction to the proceedings. Amidst financial concerns, Talat agreed to sell Golden Voice to Enschütz Entertainment Group, AEG, in March 2001 for $7 million. AEG, which had opened Staples Center in Los Angeles 2 years prior, purchased the promoter to help them find shows to book. The corporation wanted Talat to continue staging Coachella, understanding that it initially would lose money. Talat initially retained full control of Coachella as a result of the acquisition. Like its predecessor, the 2001 festival went smoothly. Over 35,000 tickets were sold, and despite taking a loss again, Talat estimates it was a low six-figure sum. In 2002, the event returned to a 2-day format, featuring the reunited Susie and the Banshees, as well as headlining acts Bjork and Oasis. Palm Desert natives Queens of the Stone Age became the first local band to play the festival. The strong supporting acts helped prove to the Indio community that the event could bring in money and take place without conflict. More than 55,000 people attended over the 2 days, and for the first time, the festival nearly broke even. 2003 to 2005. The 2003 festival featured Red Hot Chili Peppers and Beastie Boys, as well as the reunited Iggy Pop and the Stooges, and drew the largest crowd yet, with 60,000 people attending. The event began to develop worldwide interest and began to become nationally known. It was also the first year on-site camping was provided, improving accessibility as a destination music festival for concertgoers. The ticket prices at this time were $75 for 1 day, and ranged higher to the price of $140 for a 2-day pass. The 2004 event featured the reunited Pixies, as well as Radiohead, Kraftwerk, The Cure, Belle, and Sebastian, and the Flaming Lips. It was Coachella's first sellout, drawing a 2-day total of 110,000 people. For the first time, the festival attracted attendees from all 50 U.S. states. That year, I purchased half of Coachella from Talat, along with a controlling interest in the festival. The 2005 event ran from April 30 to May 1 and featured the reunited Bauhaus, as well as Coldplay, Arcade Fire, Snow Patrol, Weezer, MIA, M83, Block Party, The Prodigy, Keane, Chemical Brothers, Kasabian, 9 Inch Nails, Bright Eyes, Wilco, Spoon, Stereophonics, Tegan, and Sarah, New Order, Rilo Kiley, and Gem. Approximately 50,000 people attended each day of the festival. 2006 to 2008. The 2006 event featured headliners Depeche Mode and Tool. Two of the most popular performances were Madonna, who played in an overflowing dance tent, and Daft Punk, whose show featuring a pyramid-shaped stage is cited as one of the most memorable performances in Coachella history. Other performers included Massive Attack, Scissor Sisters, James Blunt, and Gnarls Barkley. Around 120,000 concertgoers attended the event over 2 days, garnering Golden Voice a gross of $9 million. In 2007, Golden Voice inaugurated the Stagecoach Festival, an annual country music festival that also takes place at the Empire Polo Club the weekend following Coachella. The new event helped divert complications with organizing Coachella. The Polo Club's owner Alex Hagen III had been planning to redevelop the land unless a new profitable event could be created to make a long-term lease with Golden Voice financially feasible. Along with the new festival's addition, Coachella was permanently extended to 3 days in 2007. The headlining acts were Red Hot Chili Peppers, the reunited Rage Against the Machine, and Bjork, all of whom headlined for the second time. Other notable performers included Arcade Fire, LCD Soundsystem, Manu Chao, a rare American performance by former Pulp frontman Jarvis Cocker, and Scarlett Johansson, who sang with the reunited Jesus and Mary Chain. The festival compiled a 3-day aggregate attendance of 186,636, a new best, and grossed $16.3 million. In 2008, Coachella did not sell out for the first time since 2003. It featured headliners Prince, Roger Waters, and Jack Johnson, along with notable appearances from Portishead, the reunited The Verve, MIA, Kraftwerk, Aphex Twin, the reunited Love and Rockets, and the reunited Swervedriver. Waters' inflatable prop pig flew away during his set. The 2008 festival drew an attendance of 151,666 and grossed $13.8 million, but lost money. due to tickets not selling out and high booking fees paid for Prince and Roger Waters. 2009 to 2011. The 2009 festival occurred a week earlier than usual. The new dates were April 17th, 18th and 19th. The event featured headliners Paul McCartney, The Killers, and The Cure. On Friday, McCartney blew past the festival's strict curfew by 54 minutes. Sunday, The Cure had their performance end abruptly, with the festival cutting stage power after passing their own curfew by 30 minutes. Notable performances included Franz Ferdinand, MIA, whose 2005 encore set in a tent was the first at the fest, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and rare appearances from artists Leonard Cohen, Dr. Dog and Throbbing Gristle. The festival drew an aggregate attendance of 152,962 and grossed $15,328,863. Organizers eliminated single-day ticket sales for 2010, and instead instituted a new policy offering three-day tickets only, which drew mixed reactions. Headliners included Jay-Z, Muse and Gorillaz, along with LCD Soundsystem, The Reunited Faith No More, A Reunited Pavement, Tom York of Radiohead and his live band Atoms for Peace, Tiesto, and supergroup The Crooked Vultures. Other notable acts were Fever Ray, Deadmau5, La Rue, MGMT, Florence and the Machine, Spoon, Face Nectar, Phoenix, Vampire Weekend, She, and Him, Say Ooh, Echo and the Bunnymen, The Specials, A Rare Plastic Man Live set from Richie Hawtin, Sly Stone, and David Guetta. Despite Tollett's reservations about holding a festival in 2010 due to the economy, that year's Coachella drew 75,000 spectators each day, for an estimated aggregate attendance of 225,000, surpassing previous records. Thousands of fans broke through fences, leading to concerns about overcrowding. The festival grossed $21,703,500. International travel was disrupted by the eruption of the Eyjafjallajökull volcano in Iceland, resulting in some European acts, such as Frightened Rabbit, Gary Newman, and Delphic, canceling their appearances at the festival. Prior to the 2011 festival, Golden Voice made several investments and improvements locally to help support Coachella. In addition to funding an additional lane for Avenue 50, which borders the festival, the promoter cleared additional space on the polo grounds by leveling a 250,000 square foot area and moving horse stables. Lighting and security were also enhanced to help the festival run more smoothly. The headliners for the year's event were Kings of Leon, Arcade Fire, Kanye West, and The Strokes, while other performers included Duran Duran, Mumford & Sons, The Reunited Big Audio Dynamite, PJ Harvey, and the Black Keys, among another 190 supporting acts. The 2011 festival grossed $24,993,698 from 75,000 paid attendees, for an aggregate attendance of 225,000 across the entire three-day weekend. 2012 to 2014. On May 31, 2011, Golden Voice announced that beginning with the 2012 festival, Coachella would be expanded to a second, separately ticketed weekend, with identical lineups for each. Explaining the decision, Tollett said that demand for tickets was up in 2011 even after operations weren't the best they've ever had in 2010 and that he did not want to satisfy that demand by allowing additional attendees to overcrowd the venue. Rolling Stone called it a very risky move and said there was no guarantee that demand would be high enough to sell out the same bill over two consecutive weekends. Nonetheless, 2012 tickets sold out in less than 3 hours. The 2012 festival featured headliners The Black Keys, Radiohead, and a twin billing of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. During the latter's performances, a projection of deceased rapper Tupac Shakur appeared on stage, a voice actor performed his introduction lines, and began performing Hail Mary and Two of America's Most Wanted. Although the media referred to the technology as a hologram, the projection was in fact created using the Musion eyeliner system, which employs a version of Pepper's Ghost. Following the performance, the projection disappeared. Dr. Dre had asked permission from Shakur's mother Afeni, who said the next day that she was thrilled with the performance. A projection of deceased singer Nate Dogg was also planned, but Dr. Dre decided against it. The 2012 festival also featured Swedish House Mafia, Alesso, Porter Robinson, Pulp, At the Drive-In, The Hives, Godspeed You!, Black Emperor, Arctic Monkeys, Cascade, Mike Snow, Gaudier, Frank Ocean, Flying Lotus, St. Vincent, M83, Bon Iver, Kaiser Chiefs, The Shins, Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, Squeeze, Zed, AWOL Nation, Fitz, and the Tantrums, Sandy Gold, Band of Skulls, Azalea Banks, A$AP Rocky, Childish Gambino, and The Weeknd, as well as unscheduled guest appearances by Eminem, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Wiz Khalifa, Warren G., Rihanna, Usher, and Zach De La Rocha. The 2012 festival grossed $47,313,403 from 158,387 paid attendees across the 2 weekends. 80,726 tickets were sold for the first weekend, and 77,661 for the second. Prior to the 2013 festival, it was announced that Golden Voice had reached a deal with the city of Indio to keep the Coachella and Stagecoach festivals there through 2030. As part of the agreement, Indio's per-ticket share of revenue would increase from $2.33 per ticket to $5.01. Featured performers for the 2013 festival included Blur, Descendants, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, The Stone Roses, The Lumineers, Metric, How to Destroy Angels, Of Monsters, and Men, Infected Mushroom, The Postal Service, Wu-Tang Clan, Paul Kalkbrenner, The XX, Beach House, Redman, Vampire Weekend, Café Tacuba Louisiana Rue, Phoenix, Social Distortion, Violent Femmes, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, 2 Chainz, Modest Mouse, Danny Brown, Tegan, and Sarah Bauer, Tame Impala, Passion Pit, Stars and Earl Sweatshirt among others. General admission tickets sold for $349, a $34 increase from the previous year. The festival grossed $67.2 million in ticket sales and was attended by 180,000 people, making it the top music festival in the world. In July 2013, Golden Voice finalized a $30 million purchase of 280 acres of land surrounding the Empire Polo Club, including the 200-acre El Dorado Polo Club. The land, previously leased from El Dorado, will be used to provide more space for parking and general use for the festival. Talit said the purchase was intended to help Golden Voice put in some infrastructure so they don't have to keep coming back and do the same things each year. The 2014 festival, held on April 11th to 13th and April 18th to 20th, featured 184 artists. A reunited Outkast headlined on Friday, Muse on Saturday, and Arcade Fire on Sunday. The 2014 festival also featured Ellie Goulding, Lorde, Pixies, The Replacements, Beck, Neutral Milk Hotel, Kid Cudi, Queens of the Stone Age, Nas, Calvin Harris, Broken Bells, Motorhead, Haim, Aloe Black, Bastille, Nico Case, MGMT, Zed, Girl Talk, Pit Shop Boys, Foster the People, Lana Del Rey, The 1975, Pharrell Williams, Young, NSYNC, Chromeo, Churches and Mogwai among others. Beyoncé made a surprise appearance during her sister Solange's performance. Justin Bieber also made a surprise appearance alongside Chance the Rapper. Jay-Z and Puff Daddy made surprise appearances during Nas' set. Jhené Aiko was joined by both Drake and Childish Gambino. Pharrell Williams may have had the most guests, who included Nelly, Snoop Dogg, Gwen Stefani, and Diplo. Deborah Harry joined Arcade Fire during their headline set to perform Heart of Glass. General admission tickets sold out in less than 20 minutes, while all other tickets, including VIP tickets in excess of $5,000, sold out in less than 3 hours. That year's festival featured 96,500 daily attendees and grossed a record-breaking $78.332 million. For the 4th consecutive year, Coachella was named the top festival at the Billboard Touring Awards. 2015 present. The 2015 festival, held on April 10 to 12 and 17 to 19, featured headliners AC/DC, Jack White, and Drake, with a surprise appearance by Madonna during the latter's Weekend 1 performance. Other notable performers included Florence and the Machine, Marina and the Diamonds, Azalea Banks, Cascade, Alesso, The Weeknd, Tame Impala, Interpol, Steely Dan, Alabama Shakes, Alt J, and Ryan Adams. General admission tickets again sold out in less than 20 minutes. The event established new records for tickets sold, 198,000, and total gross, $84,264,264, for a festival. The festival won Pollstar's award for Major Music Festival of the Year, marking the 10th time in 11 years that Coachella had won the award. In March 2016, the Indio City Council passed a measure allowing up to 62,000 additional people to attend future Coachellas. As part of the vote, the attendance cap for Coachella was raised from 99,000 to 126,000. The festival capacity will gradually be increased, giving the city time to accommodate the crowds. Golden Voice increased the venue size by 50 acres along Monroe Street, Avenue 50, Avenue 52, and Polo Road. The 2016 festival was held on April 15 to 17 and 22 to 24, featuring the reuniting of original Guns N' Roses members Axl Rose, Slash and Duff McKagan, along with LCD Soundsystem's reunion and Calvin Harris as headliners. Other notable performers included Ellie Goulding, Jack U, Major Lazer, Churches, Robert DeLong, Ice Cube, Sia, Death Grips, Grimes, Disclosure, Sufjan Stevens and M83. Ice Cube's appearance featured a reunion of NWA, while Guns N' Roses' first weekend performance featured a guest appearance from Angus Young of AC/DC, who headlined the previous year. The cameo occurred the same day that Guns N' Roses singer Axl Rose was announced as the new singer for AC/DC. Weekend 2 was marked by several tributes to Prince, the 2008 headliner who died just prior to the weekend's shows. The festival sold 198,000 tickets and grossed $94.2 million. The 2017 edition of Coachella took place from April 14 to 16 and April 21 to 23, and featured Radiohead, Lady Gaga and Kendrick Lamar as headlining artists. Beyoncé was originally announced as a headliner but was forced to withdraw at the advice of her doctors after she became pregnant. She announced that she would instead headline the 2018 festival. Other artists who performed at the festival included the XX, Travis Scott, Father John Misty, Empire of the Sun, Dylan Francis, Mac Miller, Bon Iver, Kygo, Future, DJ Snake, Martin Garrix, Schoolboy Q, Gucci Mane, Two Door Cinema Club, Lord, Justice, New Order, Dreamcar, Porter Robinson, and Madeon, Future Islands, Hans Zimmer, PNL and DJ Khaled. Tickets sold out within a few hours of going on sale. The event saw the debut of the new daytime-only Sonora tent. The 2017 festival drew 250,000 attendees and grossed $114.6 million. 2017 became the first time a reoccurring festival grossed over $100 million. The 2018 festival featured headlining performances from The Weeknd, Beyoncé, and Eminem. Making up for her cancellation the previous year, Beyoncé became the first Black woman ever to headline the festival. Her performances received immediate, widespread praise, with many outlets describing her set as historic. The headlining acts for the 2019 festival are Childish Gambino, Tame Impala, and Ariana Grande.